Good morning, everyone. I don't know who's been praying, but I feel them. It's been working. I still woke up later than I wanted to wake up, but I don't feel as drained and as stressed. First of all, I pray for myself, obviously. But, sometimes when things are attacking you or when you feel overwhelmed, sometimes it's hard for you to pray as good or as strong for yourself as someone else was. So, whoever's been out there praying for me, I appreciate it. And I've also been praying for you guys too. With that being said, let's get into our goal for the day. God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. Remember that. Period. So, the goal for today is to be virtuous, okay? Be virtuous. Ladies, this one I'm actually going to dedicate towards you. Not saying that men cannot be virtuous. Let me talk about my men really quick. So what does it mean to be virtuous? For both sexes, it means that we're moral, we're righteous, we're following our moral principles and doing things that put us in a righteous category, in a righteous state. Okay, so we talk about this so much for our goals is being righteous, not being righteous, but what are our morals? What are our values? And how do we uphold those morals and those values? So that's really what today focuses on, whether you're a male or a female. The reason I'm going to dedicate this more so to the women is because there is a Bible, or there's a scripture in the Bible, really a chapter in the Bible, that talks about a virtuous woman. It's Proverbs 31. If you don't know, it's Proverbs 31. I'll post it. But it talks about what it means to be a virtuous woman. And to be honest, so many women would love to call themselves virtuous women, myself included. But if you're looking at it, or if you're putting it, if you're referencing that scripture and then referencing your lives, so many of us out here are not virtuous women at all. And that's kind of scary. So today, women especially, what our homework is today is to look up that scripture. It's Proverbs 31. I don't think it's the whole chapter, but if you start reading Proverbs 31, you'll run into where it talks about being a virtuous woman. And we need to figure out what it means to be a virtuous woman, and then how we can change things in our lives in order to model or in order to be more virtuous than whatever we're saying we are now. Okay. And of course, a lot of my morals and my principles, they're going to be backed by biblical morals and principles, because I'm a Christian and because I love Jesus Christ and I follow his word. So that's what I do for me. If you're not, you have to define your own morals and principles. However, I think that even if you're not a Christian, reading that scripture or just looking at that outline can give you a guide of what a virtuous woman could be. Because I feel like we should all just strive, as women, we should just strive to be that. I think that a lot of times society has really changed the way of how women should act. Like, there are a few women in the public view that are like model women, like, oh yes, like she's not perfect, but she's a good, wholesome woman. And then, but a majority of the women now that we see in the public view is just like, am I supposed to model my life after her? Of course, we are creating a lifestyle of who God has purposed us to be. So we're not modeling ourselves after people, but I'm just saying the images that we see a lot of times are not virtuous. And I'm just going to leave it at that, because I can go into a whole other. So yes, men, I'm sorry I don't have a scripture for what a virtuous man can be. But you know what your morals are, you know what your values are, you know what your principles are. So being virtuous is honestly just following those guidelines and making sure that you're upholding them every single day. Okay? So if you want to be we're looking to be people of virtue, people that I don't have to tell you what my morals or my values or my principles are, but you can see them because I'm living by them every single day, is pretty much what we're doing. All right. So yes, that is the goal for today. Y'all already know I'm happy because it's Friday. I'm happy because I just feel just release from whatever I was going through earlier in the week. But it's Friday. I'm going to have a great weekend. I hope you have a great weekend as well. But yes, that's the goal for today. Hope everyone has a wonderful Friday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.